was a night keeper where nobody left anything out on the pitch, did they? I mean, a huge effort and a terrific performance.
Yeah, it's a win and difficult opposition. So competitive. I wouldn't insult them by saying they're direct, but they certainly put you under pressure, you know, and it's not a game for the faint-hearted. So we've shown again that we can compete, and we've shown a little bit of quality as well. I thought there was more goals in the game for us, and it would be nice to win a game comfortably, but I think the goals are rolling in now, so we're becoming a real attacking threat from all areas of the pitch.
Yeah, showed a lot of character, didn't they? I mean, you've gone behind in the game and you've forced your way back into it and competed.
I think that's really, for me, rewarding when we've been behind. I don't think we dealt with the way that they play, second balls, hooks, into two strikers, constant threat. They're looking for turnovers, successive, like hooking, midfield hook, defenders hook the ball forward. I don't think we dealt with it. We see them a little bit slow at the blocks, but once we got into the game, I thought we were superb, and we're a good football side, and it takes more than just being 500 passes per game, team to be successful in any type of football, whether it's Premier League football or non-league football, for example.
That type of game, is that something that players can learn from more easily in a game, perhaps, than being shown how side's going to play?
Well, we can't do too much showing at this moment in time because they're learning on the job, playing the games, and it's a great learning curve. If at the end of the season you've been successful, but we're developing, and we're finding out about each other, finding out about the team, what the desire's like, because at half time or 1-0 down, against Harrogate, playing the way that they play, like I said, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of character to come back from being 1-0 down and then go and win the game, and we did. So I'm learning, they're learning. I want players to be able to fight, intelligent energy, and I think we've shown that tonight.
Terrific week, 3 home wins in a row. I mean, that was more than you could have hoped for, perhaps, at the start of the run of games?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm very demanding of myself, very demanding of the players, and it's looking good, but listen, you never know what tomorrow brings, never mind the next game, and we're just thankful that we're being competitive, and we are trying to play like we train like we play, and I think that's for everybody in the squad, the young players as well as the elder players, and the actual starters and the players who aren't starting. So everybody's got a fair and equal opportunity to play if they work hard and they buy into what we're trying to achieve.
It's nice about the physical condition of the players, because they've had 3 very hard games in a row, haven't they? So, how are they when they come off the season?
Well, they all want to play. I had a discussion with a couple of players about potentially rotating tonight, and I got a firm, well, let's not rotate, meaning tonight, but we might do later on because of the amount of games. I think the players have got to be intelligent enough to realise that they can't play every game, and we need to freshen it up from the start and rotate. And when we do that as a management team, and we are a team, that we don't get any drama from the players who are being rotated, or the players who aren't getting in the squad. It's important that they keep themselves fit. I'll keep them involved, and when they get their opportunity to play, they can make big impacts, and it might be the smallest of biggest impacts you can make. It might be like what we've seen tonight. I saw George Ray's header. That's all I saw. Trying to see a game out. And that's all I remember from tonight. And maybe Morgan Ferrier coming on and holding the ball. So them are the type of impacts that you need from a substitute. They might seem small, but they're massive. Massive, and that's why everybody's got to be ready.
Have you looked at the league table at all? Are you thinking now with those 9 points, you
No.
put yourselves right, right on the edge of the playoffs now?
No, listen, today's result is a celebration and a gift to my mother. She's 70 today, and it would have been my dad's 71st birthday today. So there was a year apart. Unfortunately, we lost our dad a couple of 3 years ago, but he would have been 71, and my mum is 70 today. So that's a little bit of a present for my dad and obviously my mother.
Yeah, everything's in perspective at the moment, isn't it? But you've got a family here as well, haven't you? Your players, you're looking after them as well.
Well, we try to create that. I want to try and build relationships with players. I want to understand them. I'm not a manager who keeps his distance. It's not me and them. It should be we. Muhammad Ali, what did he say? Me, we, me. So, I'm with Muhammad Ali.
And as far as the younger lads are concerned, you brought in a young striker from Wigan, Stephen Payne's, gone out as well. Is that about the profile of the squad as well as getting really good players in, like the striker you brought from Wigan?
Yeah, I like working with talent. We've got a talented squad, but I like working with young energy. I'm an old man, so I want young, intelligent energy to make it worth me coming into training every day. That's who I want to work with. I've got a young son at 9 years old. He brings energy to the table for me every day. Keeps me young. And
Leo Connor back on the bench tonight. Liam Ryder just got back on the pitch. He had a terrific game at Barnsley and he went out with the injury.
Yeah.
But good to have those sort of players back around the squad again.
It is, but they're going to have to be patient. They're going to have to be ready. They're not 100% always going to be included, but that's because we've started to be successful.
Obviously, doubts Morecambe away at the weekend, so another challenge, but you go in there full of confidence.
Yes, full of confidence, difficult challenge. I think they're doing an excellent job up at Morecambe. They've won 2-0 tonight away to Exeter, and it's a difficult place to go to.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
A few weeks ago you were talking about how the results weren't really that important to you at this moment, and it was about the performances. But now we're seeing the results and the performances at the same time, aren't we? So that's payback for what you've invested in that approach.
It seems that way, but we all know that if we lose a game, then I'm, a useless manager. So it's not about me; it's about the players. That belief. I'm pleased that we together seem to be making an impact on League Two. I don't like drama, can't stand it. I come in every day to work with a group of players that I want to inspire me, want to be motivated, want to improve, want to be successful together as a team. I don't like drama, and drama's created by the scoreboard. Sometimes when you win, sometimes you lose. And I just want this constant working with a group of players who want to improve. And I think performances leading to positive results and we're getting them. So, no drama.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Hill. You mentioned your parents there, and you spoke previously about stability through the side and your own values and stability. Does that come from your parents?
Certainly does, grandparents as well. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, my dad, my mother, stable family, and that's what we're trying to create here. That's the way I believe, that's the way I've been brought up, that's the way I've been educated, so that's my beliefs, and I would like to see that stability at a football club. I believe we're trying to aim for that, well I am. But I have that stability at home, and it's from great parenting, stable family life, and I've got a great family.
Some final questions. Seen 3 weeks of rock and roll football. Is it going to be the same at Morecambe on Saturday, or might you veer away from the status quo?
I'm sure there'll be some sort of tune to it, but I'm happy to play at the tempo that we're creating at this moment in time, whether it's the Stone Roses, or whether it's Oasis, or whether it's Wham. I'm not too bothered.